Donnie, you're gonna be late for school.
Oh no, my science project is due today. Come on, pick up.
Yo, what's up, my dog?
I'm freaking out, man. Is that science project due today?
Yeah, man, we've been talking about it every day in class for 3 months.
Sounds like fake news. Anyway, is there any way you can stay home sick today and give me your project?
I'm not doing that, Donnie.
You're the worst, man. Remember that time when I bailed you out of detention after you took off your shirt and yelled, "Come at me, bro," to Kevin?
Donnie, you did that.
What about that other time I bailed you out of detention when you threw a lamp at Kevin and told him to lighten the fuck up?
Also you.
What about when...
Donnie, I've never had detention. Do your own homework.
Well, shit. You better not still be asleep.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, did you remember to do that science project for me?
You never asked me to do a science project for you.
Oh, yes, I'm certain I did. You should just give me yours since it would be your fault if I didn't have one.
Oh, no, I didn't do my science project either.
What? You're worthless. Here I am, coming to you with my problems, and all you want to talk about is you. Whatever, I gotta go find a science project in 15 minutes. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute, I'll just use ChatGPT. This one is perfect.
Donnie, we gotta go.
Mom, I'll be right down. Man, bitches be crazy.
I heard that, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie, it looks like you were able to get a project together this morning. Congrats.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Good morning, class. As you know, today we have our class science project presentations. Joe, would you please come up and explain your project to the class?
My science project is a cup of dirt.
Can you tell us a little more about your project?
Well, it's a cup from my house filled with dirt from my backyard.
Okay, and?
When you put them together, you get a cup of dirt. It's a cup of dirt.
I see. Is there anything else you can tell us about it?
Well, I guess you might think that it's just dirt and it's not all that special. But it's really so much more than that. See, 4.5 billion years ago, when the universe began as a hot, dense, and infinitely small point known as a singularity, which then rapidly expanded, cooled down, and formed subatomic particles such as protons, neutrons, and electrons. As the universe continued to expand and cool, these subatomic particles combined to form atoms, including elements such as hydrogen and helium. These atoms then began to clump together due to gravity, forming the first stars and galaxies. Over time, stars went through nuclear fusion reactions in their cores, fusing lighter elements into heavier ones such as carbon, oxygen, and iron. When stars eventually exhausted their fuel, they exploded in supernova explosions, releasing these heavier elements into space. These heavy elements then became incorporated into new stars and planets, including our own Earth. The rocks and soil that make up the Earth's crust are made up of various combinations of these elements, which we commonly refer to as dirt. But I like to chew it.
Pardon?
I like the crunchy flavor.
You may sit down now, Joe.
Science feels good in my tum-tum.
Donnie, you're up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most magnificent science project you will see today. Maybe the most amazing project you will see in your life. This will be a captivating egg-experiment. Behold. Before you, you may think you see a carton of ordinary everyday egg, but you would be mistaken. I will need an assistant to help demonstrate this unbelievable experiment.
Oh, I'm intrigued. I'd love to assist you, Donnie.
No, it has to be Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, would you mind helping out Donald with his experiment?
This better not be lame, Trump.
Oh, it'll be spectacular. Now, one of these eggs contains a baby chick, a pre-bird, if you will, that's ready to spring forth from its protective shell and see life for the first time. If I've timed this right, we should be able to see this happen right in front of our eyes, with Kevin being the first witness.
Holy shit, the egg is hatching. I think I can see the chicken. What the?
Science, bitch.
Donald, you sit down right this instant. I'll see you in detention later. Kevin, I'm so sorry. You can go to the restroom and clean up. Well, with all that excitement, let's do the last project before we go on our field trip. Barack, please come up and share your project with the class.
My science project is about chemical reactions. Now, we've all seen glow sticks before, but how do they work? Well, inside of the glow stick tube, there is a small glass tube with liquid. When broken, it mixes with the liquid from the plastic tube and creates a chemical reaction. By themselves, the chemicals don't do anything, but when you mix them together, it starts a vibe for any party that's destined to be totally lit.
Thank you, Barack, for that interesting presentation. On that note, let's head to the school bus for our class trip.
Where are we going, Miss Frizzle?
Why, to explore the universe, of course. Welcome, children, to the dwarf planet known as Pluto. Prior to August of 2006, Pluto was considered to be one of the 9 planets in our solar system.
Miss Frizzle, why did you take us to this loser planet? Why wouldn't we go see one of the real planets?
Donnie, shut up. Pluto is awesome. And if I were Pluto, I'd be pissed that I wasn't a planet anymore. It's just as cool as the other ones.
Yes, one of the coolest things about Pluto is that it has a heart-shaped feature that makes it very distinct visually, as well as potential volcanic and tectonic activity.
Holy shit, isn't this dangerous? What kind of danger are you putting us in? Do our parents even know that you kidnapped us all the way off to fucking space? And where do you even get the budget for a bus like this? And spacesuits for all of us?
Don't try me, Donnie. I'll bury you myself. Come along, children. There's lots to explore.
Miss Frizzle, are there aliens on this planet?
What an interesting question, Joe. First off, this is a dwarf planet, not a planet. Secondly, if there were aliens, they'd probably be called Plutonians and would prefer to go by that name.
Well, if I ever saw one of those bug-eyed alien freaks, I'd send them packing to another planet.
Again, it's a dwarf planet, and secondly,
you will bow before our presence and tremble in fear.
Oh my God, guys, Ms. Frizzle vaporized Kevin.
What are we going to do?
Believe me, I'm just as upset as you guys. If anyone was going to nuke Kevin, it should have been me. But we have to strategize. We only have one casualty, and he was a piece of shit. We don't know if Miss Frizzle has truly gone hostile.
Donnie, she literally made Kevin fucking explode.
That's what she said. All right, fine. I say we give her Joe as a sacrificial offering. Maybe she'll let us go. Then we don't have to worry about him always sniffing us.
Oh, please, guys, I haven't sniffed either of you in 2 weeks while you've been awake.
While we were awake?
Donnie, we can't let Joe go out like that.
Joe, you can't just sacrifice yourself this one time for us. What kind of a friend are you? I would take a bullet for you guys.
Then why don't you be the sacrifice?
These Plutonians are a fickle race. They lost their status of planet and are losers. Only a loser would be an acceptable sacrifice.
We don't know unless you try.
New plan, we fight. What do you guys have in your backpacks?
Dirt.
What, you brought in a backpack full of dirt?
Sometimes I get snacky.
Dear God, what do you got, Obama?
I got a hacky sack, Pogs, a Tamagotchi, a Goosebumps book, and a Blockbuster card.
I don't know what any of those things are, so I guess it's up to me to save us. So thankfully, I'm packing a WMD.
You have a WMD? Why wasn't that plan A?
Yep, it's a super soaker. This is the big daddy on the block.
You're going to save us with a water blaster.
Not just any water blaster, this is the Soakzuka. So here's the plan. Joe, stay here, eat your dirt, and don't get in the way.
Got it.
Obama, you hurl that tiny beanbag at her. Then I'll take my shot. The temperature here is below freezing, so the way I figure the water should crystallize midair and pierce through her disgusting alien heart.
Come on out, children.
Donnie, I'm not sure that the physics works the way you're describing.
Are you serious? We're all above the age of 60, much too old for school. We flew to Pluto on a fucking school bus, and our teacher morphed into a child-murdering alien. And you're questioning how a squirt blaster will shoot water in space?
Fair point. Let's take down Miss Frizzle.
You have my full support.
Science, bitch.
You guys did it, and just in time. I was running out of dirt.
Does anyone know how to fly a school bus?
I'll give it a go. What are we going to tell everyone when we get back? I think we're going to be in a shitload of trouble.
The good news is that the video is ending, so if we fly the bus back slow enough, we won't ever have to deal with it.
You're telling me that when the video ends, nothing bad can happen to us after that?
Yep, at least until the next video. So take your time driving back. We won't get in trouble, and maybe whoever is listening will remember to subscribe while we waste time.
You mean some people are still watching this and haven't subscribed yet?
Man, I thought Miss Frizzle was the monster in this video. I guess people who are not subscribed are the real monsters. It's a scary world out there.
Remember, kids, don't be like that child-murdering alien Miss Frizzle. Make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribble my nizzle.
Dear God, Joe, never say that again.